Night Nurse, Drumlery, Dramatist and Crown Court. Night Nurse with 11.13, making it from Dramatist, Crown Court and Drumlery now. So they come down to the first of the 12 fences. Former champion hurdler and the reigning champion jockey Night Nurse jumping in the lead from Dramatist and Crown Court and Drumlery, as we see them come down to the first of the open ditches. Night Nurse and Dramatist, Crown Court and Drumlery. Dramatist nearest to us, Night Nurse, John Joe with a white cap, Crown Court and Drumlery. This is the fourth, Night Nurse, Dramatist, Crown Court and Drumlery. Now running to the water, number 5 of the 12 obstacles. Just jumped once, of course, this. Night Nurse and Dramatist together. Night Nurse on the inside of Dramatist, Drumlery very close to him, then Crown Court. Night Nurse, Dramatist, Drumlery and Crown Court as they come to the 6th. Very little between the two leaders. Night Nurse on the inside of Dramatist. The other two very close. All jumped it beautifully. Night Nurse, Dramatist, Drumlery making ground on the inside. Then Crown Court, the 7th. Dramatist on the far side of Night Nurse, Drumlery and Crown Court. Now coming to another ditch. 5 from home, number 8. Dramatist, Night Nurse. Mistake by Crown Court there. Bookmakers asking for odds of 5 to 4. You can bet 5 to 4 on Dramatist or Night Nurse. Drumlery quite close behind him. Very little between the two leaders. Night Nurse bidding to give £4 to Dramatist. Could be a vital £4 this. As they come down to the next. The 4th from home. Night Nurse lands in the lead from Dramatist. Coming down to the 3rd last. And Dramatist going strongly on the near side. It's the final ditch this. And the better jump by Night Nurse there. As they come down to the 2nd last, Night Nurse on the far side, Dramatist, John Joe O'Neill and Bill Smith, very little between them. Night Nurse just touches down ahead of Dramatist. Then Drumlery back in 3rd, and the ex-champion hurdler bidding now for his 100,000 prize-winning mark. Wonder jump. Night Nurse from Dramatist, then Drumlery, and racing into the closing stages. And it's John Joe O'Neill on Night Nurse from Dramatist. And here's the old Night Nurse striding away and really enjoying himself, burying the memory of that poor run in the Cheltenham Gold Cup. And Night Nurse wins the Sean Graham Trophy. 2nd is Dramatist, 3rd Drumlery, and some way back in 4th, Crown Court. And so the full official result of the Sean Graham Trophy. First, number 1, Night Nurse, owned by Mr. Red Spencer, trained by Peter Easterby, and ridden by John Joe O'Neill. 2nd, number 4, Dramatist, owned by Mr. L.B. Thwaites, trained by Phil Bulwen and written by Bill Smith. And 3rd, number 7, Drumlery, owned by Mrs. C.P. Smith, trained by Fred Rymel and written by Nigel Tinkler. And 4th, number 6, Crown Court.
So they go past the winning post, a circuit to go, 9 more fences in front of them. The next is the water. I'm a driver in the lead, being followed by Night Nurse. Tangle's brother with his white sleeves on the outside, Attack Money. Then comes Igloo Fire, and finally Sweet September. They go round the turn. I'm a driver in the lead by a half dozen lengths or so ahead of Night Nurse. Tangle's brother towards the outer. Sweet September. And so they now turn into the far straight. Mile and a quarter still to go. I'm a Driver continues to lead from Night Nurse in second place. Then Tack Money and Tangle's Brother race together in third and fourth place. A gap out that to Igloo Fire. And bringing up the rear is Sweet September. And I'm a Driver must be about 30 lengths in front of Sweet September, who's a back marker as he takes this one and goes through the top of it, but still has the advantage from Night Nurse in second place. Then comes Tack Money, Tangle's Brother, Igloo Fire, and Sweet September. Another plain fence before the next open. And I'm a Driver continues to make it from Night Nurse, Tack Money, Tangle's Brother, Igloo Fire, and Sweet September, the back marker, and not jumping very well at this stage. Meanwhile, they're coming now to this open ditch, which is fence number 7. I'm a Driver in the lead, followed over by Night Nurse, Tack Money, Tangle's Brother, Igloo Fire, and finally Sweet September. 2 more fences on that far side to take. And Tommy Garvey really out, and he's gone. He asked him to take off, and the horse didn't respond, and so he's down. That's left Night Nurse in the lead from Tack Money, Tangle's Brother, gap then to Igloo Fire and Sweet September. They're coming now to the last on the far side. Night Nurse the leader now from Tangle's Brother on the far side of Tack Money. Then there's a gap to Sweet September, who's just past Igloo Fire. And so 5 runners left in it as they make the bottom turn. And it's John Joe O'Neill aboard Night Nurse in the lead. And then comes Ridley Lamb with Tangle's Brother, who's just in front of John Southern on Tack Money. And that group of 3 are then about 4 or 5 lengths clear of Sweet September. And then comes Igloo Fire. They have 3 to go. They're running now towards this plain fence. There's Night Nurse in the lead, and Tangle's Brother trying hard to peg back Night Nurse. And then comes Tack Money. That's the 1, 2, 3. Sweet September closing in on the leading 3 as they come to the third last, where Night Nurse is over in the lead from Tangle's Brother, Tack Money, Sweet September, and Igloo Fire. 2 to go. This is an open ditch. Night Nurse comes to it in the lead from Tangle's Brother. He jumps it well. Tangle's Brother over in second. Then comes Tack Money and Sweet September. 1 to go. And Night Nurse is in the lead as they come now to this final fence in this London Northern Group Future Champion Novices Chase. Night Nurse the leader. Jumps it well. He's over safely from Tangle's Brother. Sweet September, Tack Money as they run up towards the line. Night Nurse being allowed to idle through and take this race by some 6 or 8 lengths ahead of Tangle's Brother. So at the line, Night Nurse is...
And it's I'm a Driver from Western Rose. Tommy Carmody from Colin Tinkler as they jump the water. I'm a Driver from Western Rose, then a long gap to Night Nurse, the ex-champion hurdler. Behind Night Nurse is the first girl rider in the race. Lorna Vincent on Gently Does It, and finally Roadhead. And it's still I'm a Driver from Western Rose, with Night Nurse making a little ground on them now as they come to the next. This is number 7. I'm a Driver from Western Rose, and Night Nurse and Alan Brown still closing on them. Coming to the 7th. I'm a Driver from Western Rose and Night Nurse. Coming down to number 8. 5 left to jump, and Western Rose going very well in behind the leader and getting very much closer to him now. I'm a Driver jumps it. Doesn't jump it so well as Western Rose, though. Tommy Carmody in the lead, though, from Colin Tinkler on Western Rose, and Night Nurse getting very much closer. The final ditch that was, oh, indeed, very nearly gone on Western Rose there. He's recovered well. Night Nurse is going to challenge Western Rose for second now as they come to the next fence. I'm a Driver at the third last, jumps it in the lead from Night Nurse and Western Rose. They're racing round the home turn now, and it's I'm a Driver, but being pressed by Night Nurse. Then comes Western Rose in third. Roadhead is making a bit of ground in 4. Something's happened to Western Rose there, and he's lost his position altogether. They're coming to the final 2 fences now, and Night Nurse has come to take it up. Night Nurse and Alan Brown has taken up running from the quickly fading I'm a Driver. Roadhead is coming there quite fast too. Night Nurse lands in the lead from I'm a Driver, and it's Night Nurse. This looks like his rehabilitation race, but Roadhead is making good ground on him. Night Nurse coming down to the last, however, looking as though he's only got to jump it to win it. Night Nurse clear as they come to the final fence in the Buchanan Whisky Gold Cup. Night Nurse and Alan Brown jump it in the lead from Roadhead, who jumps it second. Then Western Rose and I'm a Driver, and as they race up towards the line, it's Night Nurse who's going to win his 33rd race and boost his prize winnings to 115,000. He wins the Buchanan Whisky. Second is Roadhead. Third is Western Rose, and 4 I'm a Driver.